Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Bothrian administration. In our last episode we've been doing some more colonizing out in this direction. We just grabbed another system here which we've added to our sector, and we're still building various improvements in these systems. We actually gained access to more Bothrian stone here, which is great. We'll definitely make sure to exploit that. And we'd probably like to continue colonizing in this direction. There is an ocean world in this system which we haven't surveyed yet, so we don't know how good it is. What can we see about this already? There's also a continental world, which I guess we don't know anything about it if we haven't surveyed it, so we don't even know how big it is. By the look of it, it's fairly large though. Ocean world may be a bit smaller. Anyway, we'll continue with our colonization there, but before we get into it, there are a few other things I want to mention. Up until now we've been relying on the best suggested fleet designs, but just before I started recording here I went through and redesigned them manually. There was a really good post on the Stellaris subreddit recently by a user called, let me just click out here so I can find out, Sev Squad, and it has a lot of really good information on the fleet design and ship design and stuff. So taking some inspiration from that, I've redesigned our existing ships to be a little more specialized. Our corvettes, for example, I changed to have sentinel point defense for taking out enemy missiles and kinetic weapons for attacking shields, and designed a second type of corvette, which is basically a torpedo boat. And the existing destroyers I redesigned to have large lasers and more point defense, and designed a second type of destroyer which has a mixture of missile weapons and kinetic weapons. And our cruisers I redesigned to have a variety of weapon types and more point defense. So we'll be upgrading to those new types and also building some additional ships of the other types when we get the opportunity to do so. I'll try to put a link to that guide in the video description if I remember. If not, you can probably just go and find it. So yes, that's that. And there are a few other things as well. We recently unlocked the technology to improve our government type, which I discovered how to actually do. You just click on the existing government type. So currently we're a science directorate, which gives us +1 research alternatives and 1 empire leader capacity, so we can just get the upgraded version of this, the illuminated technocracy, which just gives us +1 to each of those things, or we could change to one of these other government types if we want to, like subconscious consensus, which gives us more core sector planets, democratic utopia, which gives us extra leader skill and cheaper leaders, or the mega corporation gives us bonuses to energy credits and minerals, which sounds okay, but I think our economy is doing just fine. So I think we'll just go to the upgraded form of our existing government, which costs us 250 influence, but seems like it's worth it. Alright, what else did we want to do here? Terraforming was another thing. When I initially looked at a planet to terraform, it said that I needed 2 of the existing resources, but it actually seems like the resources necessary varies by the type of planet. So yeah, there are ones that we could terraform right now with our existing resources if we wanted to. But actually, we can only terraform planets in our borders, so I think we're going to focus on colonizing planets outside of our borders for the time being, and then maybe if we run out of space we'll look at terraforming other planets that we already have access to. So that will do for that, I think. Let's unpause and continue with our various activities. I guess we should probably look again at trying to get an alliance with either the Iruxo or the Lalendra. We're about equal size to both of them. The Iruxo consider their fleet power superior, and I think the Lalendra are already in an alliance with some other people. Yeah, so if we could get into their alliance, that would be pretty good. Let's see if they will take a non-aggression pact with us. They will if we offer to sweeten the deal a little bit, I guess. See if they want energy credits. We can definitely spare 200 energy credits, that seems great. We'll get a pledge with them. I think this gives an opinion bonus and also increases the chance of them letting us into their alliance, so let's see what happens.
Anomaly found.
And an anomaly over here, okay. Research that, please. Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Kajubus 7, practically begging for some archaeological work. Well, do it. So they accept our terms. Let's see here. Ask to join alliance. -24, so non-aggression plus 2. I think this might slowly tick up over the next however many years. We'll see. Gives a straight plus 25 to opinion, so that also helps. Maybe some other trade deals would help out here as well. Let's see. Do we have existing trade deals? What am I looking for here? Just embassies, okay. We'll see about border access. Oh, we already do have civilian border access from them, so never mind. Guarantee independence? Migration access? Seems like they'll allow this too. Probably will have to give them some more credits. Seems fine. Okay. We'll leave it at that for the moment. Yes, they have decided to accept it. Okay.
Research complete.
So I guess that didn't help the alliance acceptance, but it does affect their opinion. Fair enough. Technology researched. We have unlocked Physics Lab 2. Okay. We would probably like to build some of those at some point, but at least our sector that's focusing on science will be able to do so. Got a rare technology synchronized defenses, which is a spaceport module. That seems pretty good. I think we'll get this. Analyze some debris there. And we got a mining station. Let's see what this anomaly gives us. The structures are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Zirglis notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien eyes this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array, or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Bothrians, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. So we just gained some free society and engineering research. That's fine.
Complete.
Alright, we finished what we were building on Earth. I guess we could upgrade some more stuff here. I don't think it's really necessary, but for you for food, you're at 0, so we'll upgrade your farm as well. And let's clear some more blockers, I suppose. Okay, let's also build a few new fleets, I think, or just boats of our new designs that we don't have any of yet. I have named them after various types of lizards, by the way, since we are lizard people. Let's get 10 of these. And did we have destroyer assembly yards? We did. Let's get 4 of those. Make it 5. Okay.
Anomaly found.
Another anomaly found. There is significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. Research that, please. Yeah, still significantly behind in physics research. Let's see here. We can upgrade to Physics Lab 2 here, which will give us a little bit extra. Same here.
Colony established.
Okay. Our human colony, this continental world, has been established. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Cajubus 7A. The massive script covers a large portion of the moon's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story. Chronicle the difficult life of an alien mercenary, so extra society research available there. Okay. See if this turns out to be a pretty good system. See, you're continuing on here. That's a tropical world. This science ship is finished doing whatever it was doing. So I guess we'll send you to survey this system. We have encountered a new civilization, a pre-space alien civilization on V Sumat. Atmospheric contaminants and light pollution visible from orbit are consistent with a densely populated machine-age society. Where is this? Over in this system. Okay. Definitely seems like even more reasons to consider colonizing over here. See, our main fleet is docked over there, that's fine. A little worried I'd left it out somewhere where it was costing us more maintenance. So mining stations, we're going to get the terraforming gases. You are still taking care of these. We'll have you... Actually no, this is the last system you're working on here. You'll go and build mining stations here when you're done, and then research stations. And mining stations. Alright, how do you guys feel about us now? Still minus 23, it looks like. I don't know, maybe the non-aggression pact modifier doesn't tick up?
System survey.
I'll eventually figure out how all this stuff works. Alright, so a lot of society research available in this system, as well as the ocean world. Was it the ocean world that's already inhabited? No, we can still colonize this. It's not a great planet. There are alien pets available, though. So we could colonize it just for the opportunity to get it inside our borders so we can build an observation post over this world. But we already have a species as part of our empire that we can use to colonize continental worlds, so maybe we don't really need them. Meanwhile, I guess we'll send this science ship somewhere else. Go survey this system, perhaps. And look at this little area up here.
Research complete.
Okay, so we've upgraded to droids. Means we can build robotic armies. And I think this just upgrades our existing robots to droids, so we don't have to do anything about that as far as I know. Alright, so let's see. Miniaturized pre-igniters, explosive weapon attack speed. That could be pretty good, or we could get next levels of engineering facilities. We could get the basic fighter wing and basic bomber wing components, which could be pretty good. We could design ships with those on them. Not sure if we can get these on cruisers or if we need to have the next level of ships before we can do that. Or maybe we'll just unlock quantum missiles so we can upgrade our missile components. Maybe the most straightforward one. Sure, we'll see the bomber and fighter wings again sometime. Any rivals there? Oh, that's another thing. We should see if we can get any mutual rivals with the Lolhendra, since that will improve their... Oh, I guess they have no rivals, okay. Who else is in their alliance then? Athari and Glostwerheni. Well, they don't particularly like us. they're friendly enough. I don't know, I think it's probably better to keep working on these guys if we can. Alright, more research stations. Was over here. Even more society research. Let's see. Our mineral-focused planet here. We're doing okay for food. We have a lab we can upgrade, so let's get that done. We do indeed have droids here, so that they are giving us an extra +5 to minerals that they're working on. Where does it say this? Yeah, +15 compared to the +10. Let's see, I guess we should clear the blockers here. We can get another few mining networks built. We can give us some engineering research to build another mining network here, if we want to. Let's upgrade this one. I don't want to give up the physics research, but we're doing okay for engineering. So yeah, I think we'll do that.
Research complete.
Maybe we'll build a few more droid pops here when we've cleared the blockers too. That system was surveyed. We have atmospheric manipulation, which means we can now colonize 2 worlds. And more options when terraforming planets, which seems good. Once we eventually start doing that. We get atmospheric filtering, which is just a 5% bonus to habitability. Which seems useful for colonizing. Or we can unlock the Xenos allowed policy for leadership, so we could allow the Ozcox and the humans to get leadership positions, which I'm assuming would improve their happiness. And probably, well, I guess we don't have any faction problems immediately, but I assume it would make those easier as well. Let's go for this. Seems good. Was this our surface construction queue here? Yes. We're not really in need of energy, so no need to be upgrading the power plants here. We can't upgrade the labs any further. Also doing fine for food. Okay.
System survey complete.
Again here, no need to upgrade the power plants yet, but we have the capacity to expand our energy generation if we need to, which is great. Let's clear the blockers here as well. I think we are fully populated the existing tiles. Alright, we've surveyed this system. I don't know if we have a science ship heading to here already. Oh, we don't, because there's ancient mining drones. So let's merge our fleets together. Maybe we'll send them down here to take care of that. Governor has died. Governor of our home planet, actually. Okay. So let's recruit somebody there. Let's see. Slave output we don't care about. We don't have blockers. And we still don't have slaves. So none of these guys are... Oh, we have an extra choice. Building cost and construction time lowered. I guess that's our best option. Sounds good. Okay. So since we have access through Alhendra, we could maybe survey some stuff very far away. Especially if we got access through you as well, for example. And neutral attitude. Okay, so they are never going to do that. We could try to get them friendly, though. Where do we currently have our embassies? The Uruxo, the Lalhendra, and the Justcan. Let's see, is there any chance of us ever getting an alliance with you? They're only minus 28. If we could get a... Let's see, we could get a mutual rivalry with them. They won't give us a non-aggression pledge unless they're bordering. Okay. We could exchange guarantees of independence, perhaps. Not while they're cordial. Or have... Okay, shared rivals would let us do that. Okay. So that means we have to declare the Uruxo as our rivals. I think that's okay. We can do that. They're cordial. Their fleet power is superior. We're still expanding our fleet, though. And we do have the capacity to build some more spaceports, which will give us a higher limit even than we already have. Okay. We'll recall our embassy from here. Declare rival.
System survey complete.
So they now have an opinion bonus from mutual rivals, and they will accept an alliance with us. That seems good. They have superior fleet power, so they're pretty powerful. Let's do it. So this is our governor dying. We surveyed another system over here. Okay. So, yes, I was originally looking to see if we could get border access through somebody over here, but I guess we can't. We're not going to be able to get access through the Uruxo since we just declared them as our rivals, unfortunately. Alright, well. So we'll send this science ship home to here for the time being. Actually, no, we have a planet that... In fact, we have a whole sector that's focused on science output. Let's check this out. We can have it assist research. Which planet is producing the most research? I guess this one has a huge amount of engineering. Zcash is... Oh, it is in fact in the same system, so that's fine. Send one science ship here to assist research. We should upgrade our science ships as well, I suppose. And our other science ship can assist at one of these other planets. Alright, so we still have another ship to do surveys. Okay, we now have formed an alliance called the Auspicious Entente. I like it. So only 2 members so far. One of only 3 alliances in the known galaxy. So hopefully if our declaration of rivalry angers these guys and we have to go to war, we'll be able to beat them with the help of our new allies.
Construction complete.
New contact. We've received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Royal Tendrazoon Worlds. Okay. Come with a message for your depraved species as long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader Empress Barim with reverence. There may yet be peace between our nations. Okay. Where do they live? I don't see them. Oh, here they are. They must be a vassal of the Justcan? Okay. Guess it doesn't matter then if they're going to be rude to us. We've finished constructing our new fleets, I think. Guess I should have waited till they were all built before I merged them, but that's fine. Let's see then. We have at least one planet over here. I think several planets that don't have spaceports, which we can build spaceports in. Let's get some of those started. Just build a variety of weapon types on them, I suppose. I don't know what the best option is there. Already have a spaceport there. This was the one that we had direct control over for a long time before we gave it to the sector. Alright, so we're up to a naval capacity of 180. We can afford to build even more ships if we want to. Which we probably do.
Complete.
We can certainly afford to maintain them. This was surface construction. What were we building here? Just upgrading the... Oh no, we were clearing blockers here is what it was. Okay. So yes, no need to expand our power capacity right now. I would build more mining networks though, given the chance. We already have one queued up here. Okay, so I think we're doing just fine on that. Well, I'm going to leave it here for this episode then, and we'll continue in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.